Most people spend an entire year working 9 to 5 just to earn 25 to 30 grand. That's after tax, and that's day in, day out, only to feel like they're not getting ahead. But what if I told you in just 6 months you could earn 50 to 100,000 pounds? And that's more than double the UK average salary. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did this and how you can do it too, step by step. So in 2024, I bought a 3-bed detached house for 141,000. Now this deal was on Rightmove. Anyone could have found it and anyone could have done it. It was run down, windows were boarded up, and I really liked it because it was in a location that I know. So I keep it simple. I invest where I live. Now I know for some people they'll go, yeah, but Abby, I live where property prices are double where you are. And that's fine, I understand that, but you can make double profit than I can. So bear that in mind as I go through this video before you go with, oh, it's in North, I can't do it. You absolutely can in the South. This is a 3-bed detached house, and I loved it because it was detached. It was on a lovely plot of land, great garage, and there was massive potential in it. So thieves had broken, it was all boarded up, but inside, great first downstairs floor, and you could open plan it. And I love open plan properties because that's what everyone wants to live in now, open plan kitchen diner. The refurb and fees and everything were roughly about 45 grand. So buy it for 141, 45 grand. So total all in about 190. And this one, when it was finished, was worth £250,000. The work took about 4 months to complete, and it took about an hour a week of my time. So most people's biggest objection is, yeah, but I can't do that, Abby, because I work full time and I've got kids. Could you do an hour a week? The biggest amount of work in this refurb was literally finding the deal, negotiating it. I got the money from a private investor, and then it was handing the keys to my builder. Now, a lot of people say, well, you know, I should do the work myself. You're going to be shattered. It's going to take you hours. Don't do that. So this refurb cost me 45 grand, including all fees and stuff, but I handed the keys to my builder. Now my job is to have a contract with my builder so he understands what's expected from him and what's expected from me. We have a schedule of work so we know what's being done when, and I pay him per week. So my hour a week would be rocking up the property, check what's been done, you know, snagging as we go and agreeing the next drawdown, the next payment to the builder. So this one, instead of selling it, because I could have sold it and I would have made just over 60 grand, which is nice, which again is double the UK average salary. But I didn't sell this one because at the time, interest rates came down from the Bank of England and we found a really good mortgage deal. So Aldermore came in and they actually remortgaged the house for me. Remortgage just means put a new mortgage on the house. So I bought the house with an investor's cash, and once it was done, Aldermore came in at its new value of 250 and put a mortgage on the house for me. This was an 80% loan to value mortgage, and it was on 4.59%. So it was really, really good. So that meant I could pull all the money out of the property plus some extra, retain the property, put my tenant in. When my tenant pays me rent every month, that covers the mortgage and gives me over £500 net profit. So what would you have done? Sold it for a quick 60 grand or kept it, pulled some extra money out, so you've got a free house, some extra money, and it's making you over £500 net profit a month. Pretty good going, isn't it? And the best thing is the investor, when I gave the money back and then got the money back, is now going again with me. So all I need to do is go find another project, the money's there, and I can do it again. And I've got students doing this 3 times a year, either selling free properties during the year or holding them for long-term wealth. I mean, free properties giving you £500 a month each, that's 1,500, isn't it? Net profit without you working for it, because this is a thing that most people forget. They give me all sorts of excuses why they can't do this or property, but it's making money that you're not working for. So already when I go into a month, I know I'm going to get all this money in and I don't even have to work. Imagine going into next year knowing you've already got 6 grand per property coming in without you working for it. So the flipping formula that works, let's go through it bit by bit. Number 1, you need to find a great deal. And I always talk about finding the worst house on the street. If you can find the worst house on the street, and it needs to have potential where you can add a lot of value to it. So find the worst house on the street and make sure it's got everything. So the biggest things that can add value to your property: extra bathrooms and en-suites, open plan kitchen diner, that's huge, new carpets and flooring, landscaping, extra bedrooms. So when I'm looking at properties, I'm looking at whether I can do this to it. Now, most old properties are 3-bed semis and they've only got one bathroom. So easily I can open plan the kitchen diner, add an extra bathroom or downstairs toilet utility, and I've added loads of value. So step one, find it. Step number two, negotiate the price. Now don't just give them the price that they want. Even if the estate agency listing on Rightmove says offers over, don't worry about that. That's just marketing. You need to crunch the numbers and work backwards and go, if I'm going to make 50 to 100 grand profit, what do I need to buy it for? And offer that. Now some of you might go, no, because what if it's 40 grand under? I don't want to upset anybody. You're not. The conversation is, look, it's got to work for me. I've done my numbers and this figure would work. What do you think? You know, you're not slapping them in the face. You're not telling them the house is not worth it. You're saying, I've done my figures and for it to be a deal for me. Now, what you need to remember is there's loads of deals out there. So on average, I'll analyze 10 deals. I'll go and view 3 and buy 1. So it's a numbers game, guys. So, you know, if you need to knock 40 grand off the asking price for it to work with you and the vendor's not willing to move, don't worry about it. Go to the next one, but keep it in your pipeline. And what I do is I go back to these properties every month to look at and to see whether they're willing to drop the price. And I have had one 6 months after I originally offered come and agree to give me it for that price. So don't give up, but remember there's loads of properties out there. You're just looking for the right one for you. Number 3, when you've got the offer accepted, you need to go raise the money. There's a few ways you can fund flips. Using your own cash or savings, that's a beautiful way to do it because in the bank, your savings are going down. Number 2, lazy money from your own home. So most people in the UK are homeowners. So if you're a homeowner and you've got a mortgage on your property, you've definitely got some equity. Can you take that extra pot of money out and use that? Number 3, I started with none of that and today I still use private investors. Go and raise money from someone else. My very, very first flip I did was my dentist. So my dentist problem was he had money in the bank, he was busy running a dental practice and he wanted his money to make money, but it wasn't in the bank. He was worried about stocks and shares, crypto, you know, where could he get a safe return for his money? Then I popped up. So I was offering 10% on his 200,000 because I'm going to take it for a year. I'm going to give him 10% back, so 20 grand for doing nothing. But more importantly, I offered him bank grade security on his money. If you've got a mortgage on your house, you've given the bank first charge security, which is bank grade security, meaning if you don't pay your mortgage, they can take your house. I did the same to my dentist. So I was that confident to protect his money. I said, look, I'm going to use your money to buy this. If I don't pay you back, you can get hold of the property. The dentist is happy because I can't just skip off to Hawaii. The stock market won't crash and he'll lose everything. He's backed by bricks and mortar, which is huge in the investment world. So thirdly, private investors find someone with money to do this deal. Or you can negotiate with a vendor. Look, I won't actually buy it. You keep the house in your name and whatever lending on it. I'll come in and do the refurb, I'll flip it, and when I sell it on, we'll split profits 50-50. So some people do that and use the vendor. Or you've got lease options for £1, which I'll cover in another video. So once you've got the funding in place, then it's getting the conveyancing done. Now, most people fall at this bit because they let the solicitors do what they want and it takes 5 months or 6 months. And it's not solicitors' fault. The average solicitor is doing 50 sales or purchases, 50 transactions at a time. You're one of 50. So you need to make them sit up and do yours. And they will do what's most urgent at the top of their desk, whoever's shouting at them first. The first thing you need to do is on the memorandum of sale from the estate agent is make sure you've got a deadline on there. So with Amersall Road project, I said to the vendor, I'm buying it in 4 weeks. It needs to be done and dusted because I need to get my building team in there. I need to turn it around. I need to sell it, refinance it. I need to get the work done. So both sets of solicitors were told by the estate agent, this sale is only agreed if we get it done in 4 weeks. That already in the list of 50 is putting its way to the top. Because most people don't put the deadline, they just let the solicitors set it. Why? You set it and you tell the solicitor what needs to happen. I'm happy to pay my solicitor extra money to get it done. What I don't want to do is wait 5 months because I've lost 5 months. When you've got the funding, you've then got the conveyancing done. During the conveyancing, get your builder in there. Agree with your builder what's going to happen, get contracts signed and get ready to go and get the first lot of materials to site. This is really important. When you complete on it, you don't even want to waste a day. Get those keys. On the day of completion, I don't even sometimes pick the keys up. It might be the estate agent picks them up for me or the builder, and get the builder started straight away because you've got no time to miss. Now, during the build, You're keeping your builder onto contract, onto the schedule of works, and you're drawing down and paying him week by week, making sure the work's happening. When the builder's getting ready to finish, you're going to bring in a staging company. Now, most people get this wrong, and it's such a basic thing to get right. Empty houses do not sell. That's why the builders sell their houses with show homes. They have one house that's furnished. So guess what you need to do? So the staging company will come in, furnish the property. It'll cost about 800 quid for a couple of weeks, but they'll be massive. This will help you sell it fast, or if you're keeping it, it'll help you get the right valuation and your tenant in on the right rent. So make sure you stage it. So builder coming to an end, builder's cleaning done, staging, boom, you're ready to go. Then get it on the market straight away. And I'd be working with an estate agent throughout this process, and I'd want them to have pre-viewings booked and to raise the awareness that you're about to do this. And you'll get people while the bill's going on coming and nosying, saying they might want it. So get the estate agent and get it sold. My students typically sell within 2 weeks. Why? They've priced it right, it's the right house, it's in demand in the location, and it's staged and it looks beautiful. So there you go, guys. Then once you've got the money in, I want you to go do it again. Now, big caveat to this is do it in a limited company. If you do it in your personal name, capital gains tax, ouch, that hurt. Do it in a limited company, and then the profit is trading profit, because that's what your company or business does, and it's corp tax, which is better than capital gains tax. If you want to learn how to consistently make 50 to 100 grand with every flip in less than 6 months, in less than 6 hours a week, I would love you to come and join me on my free 90-minute masterclass. This is going to show you step by step what to do and give you the blueprint so you can get out making money. The link's in the description, but make sure you're fast because seats are limited. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel because you don't want to miss a video to help you make money. And if you like today's video, let me know, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.